your favorite. Alpha Pack.
Put a smile on your family's face this Christmas with Alpha Pack Mineral Water. Drink clean and healthy water this season. And oh, it's easy on your pocket too. Alpha Pack. Refreshing.
On the final night of 2024, prepare for an unforgettable encounter. A night of breakthroughs, salvation, and miracles. Join us at the 31st Night of Salvation and Miracles with Pastor Elvis Ajaman. It's time to step into the new year with the power of faith and God's grace like never before. The time is 7 p.m. prompt. Venue, the Aprreciation Park behind the Ganok Hospital, Ofanko Barrio. Bring your family, friends, and loved ones. This is your moment of restoration, healing, and deliverance. Witness the miraculous as we close the year. Hotlines +233 599 909 534 or +233 596 920 800. This is the night you don't want to miss. 31st Night of Salvation and Miracles with Pastor Elvis Ajaman. Be there. Your miracle awaits.
Hello, Auntie Sarah.
All too soon.
All too
We're coming
soon.
to the end of the production year.
Yes.
And personally, it's been a journey. For production, we know that we don't always get to try it, but we learn from every other song.
Exactly.
How has the year been for you? As the host, a mother, a wife, an Alpharian, and all the things in between.
Producer.
Yes, how has it been exactly, the producer?
It has been a marathon. It has been a learning curve for me, and I would love to share something that I never planned to say, but I think I would love to say it. When the first few episodes came out and I had some feedbacks from viewers, some of them were shattering, some of them were I don't know the right words to use for, but they were critics that I needed, and it really took me back to my drawing board to get myself to the point where they wanted me to be. So some of them were like, okay, I love the show, but I think the host can up her appearance. And that's how come those of you who have been following from the beginning till now, you've seen some transitioning in the looks and all that. Thank you so much, all those of you who sent your voice notes and your critics. Everything has helped to bring this show as you're seeing it beautifully done. I mean, subsequently after the first season, and so I'm grateful to you. It has been a learning curve for me. It has not been easy. Sometimes I leave the house like, let's say, 5 a.m. and then I reach the house the next day like 12-ish, 1 a.m. thereabouts. So like a whole day. My husband has not seen me, my kids didn't see me, and sometimes my elder one will go like, Mommy, where did you go? We're looking for you. But because it's the beginning of the show, I know that with time, most of the tasks and other stuff will come down for us to have some time on our hands to spend with family. Yeah. It has been a good year.
It has been a good year. Personally, I remember the time I got the invites from Boss Chris and yourself. I mean, I had closed every door around me that's done for the year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sweet auntie. Yeah, so it was a very, very defining moment when I read a synopsis from Chris, what the show was about, where we want to get to, and then also the letter from you, the invitation to co-produce with you. And then also looking at, speaking to you and knowing where, as Christian women, we wanted this event to go. And that is how I'm coming in again. That, of course, for some of us who are also Alpharians, we keep hearing the chief Alpharian talking about a lot of stuff about taking dominion, ruling our wealth. And I think in February, in one of the episodes, I heard the chief Alpharian talking about a woman rising up, and because of her rising, a lot of people were going to rise with it. Well, I wrote it down in my diary and said, I'm going to go with it and decide that this is what I want to be. And as an ICGC member, my GO, Pastor Otabel, kept saying in 2023 that women were supposed to dominate. And so when it came from you, I mean, coming from Boss Grace, well, whether I was going to come, but coming from a woman, I was like, now let me sit down and let's do this and then do it well. And I'm really excited about the future, talking about our husbands and our children. For me, I don't have a choice but to carry the girls to this set every time with me. But husband, excellent breed for the past 14 years, always following and supporting us. And so I understand where you're coming from. And so we know where we have started. But listening to most of our guests and the women, it looks like we all have the same challenge as women.
Exactly.
Entrepreneurship has been tough for some of them. Some of them started from really, really grass like flat to wherever they have. Their stories have been extremely inspiring. And for women like our makeup artist, Auntie, who keeps making us beautiful, she also has a beautiful story like ours. I mean, entrepreneur.
In fact, I would love to share something
About her. She's so sweet. I mean, she's always so sweet, you know.
You know, after our last batch of production, in fact, I'm going to bring her, yes, so that I'm going to bring her after I finish sharing it, because I don't know whether she's going to cry or laugh. But when we finished, that production took place at Alisa Hotel. And then when we finished, we were so hungry because we made a mistake with our arrangements for food. And so, thankfully, you had invited us for the fundraising ball after the palliative care conference. So we said, okay, then we'll wait and then grab some bites before we go home. And by the time we were leaving the place, it was almost 12 a.m. Yes, it was late 10 there. But so by the time we got to La Paz, it was almost 12 a.m. Then we were trying to part ways. So some of my things were with her. She was giving it to me. And then there was this tipper truck. We forgot ourselves that where we were standing was quite in the middle of the road. And then the driver just gave a deep horn. And because our backs were facing the car, out of panic and fear, you know the size of our makeup artist, she would come and everyone would see her. She was just stumbling like an elephant that has fallen. So sorry about that description, but that is how it looked. And everybody, it was in the middle of the road at La Paz, and people were waiting to pick us. So people were watching, people were like chorus, oh! And everything she was carrying fell to the ground. She stumbled over, got some bruises on her forehead and hands. Her artificial lights got broken, her makeup bag broken. And at that time, she's not being paid. She's putting her all. And yes, and somebody will go like, who has sent you? Why are you suffering? Why are you worrying yourself?
We get that
a lot. Yes. But she picked her bag, and I saw her go. She opened and said, oh, my food is intact. I'm okay.
Did you tell me that?
Oh, yes.
The food was important than the lights?
Because she said, I didn't waste all this time waiting for this sumptuous food to come and spill it here. No, I must take it home. And we laughed over it, but at the back of my mind, I was like, this is sacrificial. This is resilience. I mean, there are prevailing challenges to production because we just started, we are still learning. But it's like every now and then we find new energy to move with and to keep going. And if you're watching, no matter what you're doing as an entrepreneur, like almost all our guests have been sharing, challenges are part of the game and part of the journey. But when they come, it doesn't mean you should give up. Look for a way around it and keep going. That is where your growth will come from. And today, we are better off than we started.
I mean, just to also talk about our current production, at Sanji Global, and just to say that I am the face of Sanji, I'm the president and founder of Sanji Global. One of the things we do as a production company is to look for quality production sites, and then we're able to get. And so for our current location, where I can't mention for purposes of contractual agreement with management, we have one excellent sister who has been with us, currently my location manager, and our friend sister Priscilla, who keep helping. I mean, the fact of the matter is that it will shock you to know that everywhere I go, I meet our parents.
Oh yes.
And just because I decided to come to your aid, and the Alfarian sisters, it's not Alfarian brothers alone. The sisters commitment.
Wow.
Sister Esther, for example, works at the head of nursing's office. Okay, she's a critical care nurse, but she's on leave. She said, I'm going to be there. And she she stopped everything. Nobody's giving her time. And just to thank management of this beautiful center, to say that Sanji Global and my other companies can use here for production with the team. And even we don't want to go to another location again. I mean,
we breathe a lot of freedom here.
We are done. We are done looking for locations. If management will keep letting us come here, we'll be very glad to be here. Again, we're talking about the men behind the cameras. I mean, we've had different guys, but what goes on behind the camera is what I want to discuss on our final day of shoot. I mean, I know that they also work with the chief of Fairy, and so after hour at midnight, they don't sleep. They come out, and then sometimes they are late on site, and we are fighting. And when Boss Chris comes, he's frowning. I also frown. Everybody thinks that we're not going to talk again, but we are joking. That's just our mantra. That's how we conquer and
we keep going.
What to do. And so it's been an amazing. And for you who have been an extraordinary host, I think that I don't know how to have taken their critiques. I think that for what you decided to do in the first season was a personal something women should be allowed to do whatever they want to do on any show they want. For them to decide to transition is another decision. And so for all critiques that come in, I'm glad that they met someone with strong mental stuff, because I would have backed out. Whoa. You kept on smiling about it. I remember the first day I spoke to you, you talked about it, like, this movie is funny. And you were just talking as if nothing happened. And so, kudos to you.
Thank you.
To your dream for entrepreneurs, both men and women, and kudos to where we're going to go. I mean, the last time we had a discussion. I know we also 2025 production will be different.
Oh yes.
Where we are looking at.
Look out for something great 2025.
Of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And I think one of our team members, Sister Priscilla, who's also a nurse, she just talked about right now when I was doing makeup, she talked about what she has gone through.
Wow.
Sister Priscilla, what she has gone through to be where she is. The things she has done.
Wow.
I was shocked. I mean, I'm like, hey, you were coming back on this set to tell the world about what you can do, especially with the growing number of unemployment, especially with a lot of young nurses who have not been posted, who are home. Do sit. The Bible says that the devil finds work for idle hands. The Bible also says that when God created us, He created us in His image and likeness. What it means is that God is a creator. And so every one of you, look inside you, take an introspection of yourself, and look for that one thing that makes you that creator that God gave you. Because I remember one of our guests talked about the fact that she always prayed fast before God directed to look for water tables. And that is what we have to do. Exactly. And that's why I'm grateful for the Chief of Prayer for Alpha Hour. And I'm very, very proud to talk about it as a member and as a mother of prayer. Because I'm Sarah, I'm the mother of all nations. And so automatically, I'm the mother of prayer.
Oh, yes.
I'm glad to say that platform gives us the opportunity to pray, even for our guests who come. Because once you share your story, we have to also pray for you to keep succeeding.
Exactly.
Because remember that this show, and I remember the first time I spoke to you, your intention as the creator of this show is to make entrepreneurs prosper.
Exactly.
And so we wish all of them well. For all those who have come, those who are yet to come, we wish all of them well. We wish all of them a Merry Christmas and a very, very prosperous 2025. I'm super excited about the fact that Jesus has taken over in this world. We are boldly talking about him everywhere, in every space, because when Jesus is in the center of the boat, no matter the storm, everything will be peaceful. And so look into your camera and wish your guests, everybody, your viewers, Merry Christmas. You can mention names of people.
Yes.
Then we can call some of the team members to join us to wish their friends a Merry.
Thank you so much, Auntie Sarah. There's something on my heart I would love to say as we are ending this discussion. You know, I had the opportunity of bringing this show here because of the vision of our father, Daddy, Pastor Elvis.
The chief of faith.
Yes, the chief of hearing. He wants the youth to be liberated. One of the things he said that struck me was, why should a university graduate complete school and then pick file going around looking for a job when you can do something? So if we can tell the stories of entrepreneurs to inspire the next generation of entrepreneurs, because probably somebody is nursing an idea but doesn't know how to go about it. But by sharing the stories of others, if they find themselves in the same space, it will give them an idea of how this person started, and for that matter, how they should go about with this, or a startup that may be struggling. A strategy from somebody whose stories you shared can guide them to succeed. And that is how come he has been our executive producer, giving us everything we need to make this production success. And I want to say, Daddy, God bless you. God bless you, Mommy. You are such a lovely woman. Thank you so much for the great support. Thank you to all the team at Alpha TV and Genesis TV, to Pastor Bentum. Thank you so much. To Boss Craze. We started with Tony, one of the videographers. Now he's assigned to other things. We have Kobe here. Danny, our editor. In fact, as for him and I, we've been doing some background fighting.
It is an internal war.
Oh, yes. Yes. And I want to say that if you're watching this show is for you. Every Christian. You see, God, like Aunt Sarah rightly said, God made us in his image. The depth of wisdom of God is in us. Apart from that career, apart from that employment that you have, you can still have a side business if only you have a passion for something. What is that passion? What are you passionate about? Can you make a business out of that passion? Watch this show to shape that idea. If you need more help, that is why we put some contact there. Call, we'll be glad to connect you to some of the entrepreneurs, to mentor you, to guide you, to help you bring that vision to life. Because when it comes to life, you are not the only person going to benefit. A lot of people are going to benefit from it. Thank you so much to our viewers who have been making time every Saturday, 5:30 p.m. to be watching this show. We know that you've been blessed. If you want to send your feedback, how this show has helped you, you can contact me on Facebook, Esther Duchumua, or on YouTube, The Entrepreneur with Esther. The Entrepreneur with Esther. You can send in your comments, and then we'll be glad to act on some of your critiques, some of your suggestions that you will bring on board, or even your praise to keep us going, because like we rightly said, it comes with a lot of challenges. But hey, this is what we've been called to do, and we are glad to do it. We'll do it over and over again until we get to the purpose why we started. Thank you so much for always making time, and we promise that 2025 is going to be mega. We wish you all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. So we're going to have some of the team join us And sorry, please, before I forget, to my lovely husband. He's been very supportive. You see, when I talked about the 24 hours being away from home, He's the one taking care of the 3 boys. And if you know boys, then I won't talk much. Yes, he's been the one taking care of them. I mean, by the time I get home, there's food for me to eat. Sometimes, in fact, most of the time, I'll still meet hot water at dawn to bath. And that is simply amazing. And if you are watching, I want to say I love you. Thank you so much for being there for me. And thank you for all the friends and family who have been supportive, guiding me here and there. Auntie Sarah on the show here, I don't want to say much, but if you meet her anywhere, tell her God bless her for me. Personally, she's a blessing to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So for me, the host of this show for today, I wish everybody, from the president of this country to the vice president, to the ex-presidents, to everybody, especially my general overseer, Pastor Mensa Tabel, my Pastor Jonathan Africa. Thank you to the church for wisdom from God. Every Sunday after Sunday, we keep hearing why we should have faith and believe in Africa, because it is our time to shine. To every entrepreneur in Ghana, your time has come. You will make it this Christmas. Have fun, sit down with family, enjoy and prepare for an extremely prosperous 2025. From the entire team, from production, everybody.
Please come around. Please come around.
Come on board, everybody. The girls, the mentees, come. Let's say Aprreciation. Come, everybody, come. So this is from us production, production manager, Sister Esther.
Please come. Joyce, come.
Come, Paris. Come.
Merry Christmas.
Well, hey. That's the way it is. Come.
So this is our makeup artist. Go down. Uncle, okay.
So this is Esther.
Yes, Uncle.
This is another Esther.
I should go there, right?
The location manager representing the entire team, makeup artist who decided to pick her food
My jollof.
This is my PA. I see there are pictures of the girls, and now you know, look at the face, you know who she is. And from all of us,
So, hey, Missy
from
Winnie.
the entrepreneur show with Edith Shumwa, wish you all a Merry Christmas and a very prosperous New Year. My name is Sarah, sitting in for the host, Edith Shumwa. She's a good
Merry Christmas.